steps to take to start your soul aligned business. And I think this is one of the most common questions that we get asked. How do I even start? I have this dream or this desire to create a business. I don't even maybe know what it is. I yeah, like where do I start? I mean, that I remember back in the day when I was getting ready to start mine, it was the same thing. Like there's so many things that need to happen to start a business, and we start thinking about the little things that don't really matter. Like, hi Karen, woo, on the house. Thank you. I know it's so exciting. Well, and you know, because you've just bought a house, like this is the craziest market ever. Yeah, I anyway, long it's been a ride, but I'm so excited. So we're there. Um, so starting a business is not as difficult as it seems. And I think so many people get caught up in like the tiniest little things like creating a logo or do I start as an LLC or a sole proprietor? Honestly, these things don't really matter. These things don't matter until you're already starting to earn money. Actually, I'm 5 years in and I don't even have a logo. I still don't have a logo. So you don't need to get caught up on all these tiny little things. It's just not a big deal. So I'm going to share with you the steps and you can just walk yourself through these steps to take to start a soul aligned business. So one, a lot of times people are like, what do I have to offer? What do I sell? All the tests that I've always taken my entire life, like the personality tests and the career assessment tests, they all said entrepreneur. And I remember thinking like, God, entrepreneur, what do I have to invent? Like, what do I need to invent? My brain doesn't work. I'm not an inventor. But I think the most profitable, easiest business to start is a service-based business. And so figuring out number one is the first step. What do you have to offer? What can you teach other people? What are you naturally good at? And the way that it can be a soul-aligned business is really tapping into what your purpose is. Why are you here? And I have a whole course on that. It's called Awaken Your Purpose. If anyone needs info on that, you can just let me know in the comments, and we'll shoot you a link. But essentially, it's what do you really love? What do you really love to do? What lights you up? What gets you excited to get out of bed? How do you spend your free time? And also, what are you naturally good at? So, what are your divine gifts? What are your what is the essence of you? And then how can you combine those two things? So, what you're naturally good at with what you love to do, and how can you combine those to create value in the world or to give back or to teach? So what is this that you can create? Are you a photographer? Well, great. Maybe maybe you can create a course on how to take perfect pictures of landscapes, right? That could be something that's a business I could help you build. Or maybe you're a graphic designer and you want to create a course for other graphic designers on how to pick up clients. Like that's a course I could help you build. Or for me, when I started my business, I had been in corporate recruitment for 12 years. And so it was a natural progression for me to move into my own career coaching business. And I put a different swing on it. It was a heart centered, soul based career coaching business that I started. So, what can you teach? What do you have to offer? What are you two steps ahead of other people in? And a lot of times, this could even be like, I'll help coaches, healers, therapists, alternative health practitioners to build their business, but we just package it in a different way that actually creates some kind of a transformation. So, what can you offer? What can you teach? And then step two is how do you package it? And this is something that I can help you do inside my program, Soul Business Accelerator, if you want help. Otherwise, basically, what we do is we help you to package your services, and usually that's in some kind of a 90-day transformational program that will help you create. And the reason why we always do 90 days instead of like, let's say, one-off sessions or one-off services is because usually transformation does not happen in one single session. It happens over a period of time. And usually that period of time is 90 days. So that's why I help people create a 90-day transformational program. So let's say, for example, you're a therapist and you're wanting to step out on your own and build your own practice, but you want to leverage it and scale it and make it yours rather than charging per session per client. You're going to create one program that's transformational, and maybe that includes 10 therapy sessions and then some support in between, right? So how can we package this? So number one, what can you offer or teach? And number two, how do you package it? The third step is always start one-on-one. Like we always want to pick up a client one-on-one. This is the easiest way to start a business, the easiest way to sign paid clients in the very beginning. You can work with them in a really in-depth, powerful way. They charge you, you can charge a higher price point, so you're bringing in more money for you. And you're getting used to working with people in a way where you're creating a process that's going to create transformation for your client. So rather than starting out as a group or again those one-off sessions, we start one-on-one 90 days. A perfect sample would be a 90-day or 12-week program, 6 sessions booked bi-weekly, and support in between. Okay, that's just kind of how I would help you package it essentially. Then once you have that, you don't need to create this big online course with like modules and videos and worksheets. It's literally you and an outline of what you think this transformation might be, what you think each session might include. And then you have a Zoom room and you show up and you coach and you teach and you listen and you give feedback and you give them homework and they go on their way until the next session, right? So it's so simple, like one on one, that's all you need is like a laptop and a Zoom room, and that's it. You can absolutely build a 6-figure business with just those 2 things because I did it. I know I did it. So then once you have what you're offering, you've packaged it, and you maybe are ready to go out and try and invite these clients in. Number 4, the 4th step is around visibility and making offers. So how do I find these people then to come and work with me? How do I sign my very first client? It's all about visibility and making offers. People have to know that you're there. They have to be able to see you. And again, this is what I teach inside of my programs. And they have to know what you offer, how they can work with you. What do you actually do? So I always direct my clients to reach out reach out to everyone that you know in some way, shape, or form. And this could be, for example, one of my clients inside my program, Kim, just last Wednesday, told me that she reached out to 15 different women that she knew. I think a couple maybe from church, some were maybe other moms that she was friends with, and said, hey, I've created this program. I'm looking to fill 5 spots. Do you know someone who might be interested in this? And she signed 4 paid clients just by doing that. That's literally where the majority of your paid clients are going to come from. So then you go out, you reach out, you get those clients, and you start working with them. And there you go, you're off, right? And then from there, it's a case of, well, how do I add different visibility strategies? Which again, I'll teach you if that's something that you're into. But it's just visibilities and making offers, visibility and making offers. And it's as simple as that. That's literally all you need to start a business. You don't even need a fancy website. You don't need funnels. You don't need social media followers. You don't need a logo. You don't need like all the expensive things that people tell you you need. You just need you, your heart, your soul, your purpose, a Zoom room, and a way to start reaching out to clients. And actually next Tuesday, so next week, I'm doing a free 3-day event, which I'm so excited about. I am going to go in depth into how to specifically build your business. Each day, we're going to talk about a different topic. I'm going to talk about why social media and emails aren't going to work for you, and what to do instead. I'm going to help you actually build out your monthly marketing strategy. I'm bringing my team on. We're going to do like mindset tips. I have both of my coaches that are coming on live with me. I have Alex, who does my Akashic record readings for my clients. He's going to come on as well. So we're starting next Tuesday, and it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday event next week. It's free. I think I'll pop the link in the comments below so you guys can go ahead and register for that. I think there's already over 400 people registered or 350 people registered. So go ahead and you can reserve your spot. I'm going to give so much in-depth training on how to build your business to 6 figures without social media. So you really aren't going to want to miss that. So anyway, I'll pop the link in the comments. I hope that you are all having an amazing day. If you're catching the replay, then hello as well. Just let us know where you're watching from. And I hope that these 4 tips were helpful. And I will see you instead of this weekly live next week. Again, I'm going to be doing my the first day of my 3-day event. So I hope to see you all there. Love you. Mwah.